Hello, 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 my fellow psychonauts. Welcome back to my channel. It is I, Stony Psychonaut here, and today's just my review. It's just a random trip. Because I've already reviewed the product, and if you haven't watched the review for it, be sure to watch it, or you can watch this one, of course. Today I decided to do the Happy Dots. From Wonderland. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. I do like their box, it looks pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool packaging. And it comes in this little. Right. But yeah, so I took 9 tabs. And I guess to let you know what's all in it. Trying to see what I can. Proprietary magical blend. Amanita extract, blue lotus extract, reishi, lion's mane, and cordyceps. So I do like the fact that they clearly state what's on there, and you don't have to guess. So yeah, and it's a pretty good combo, I must say. Again, I've already reviewed this product before, so I know the onset's pretty quick. It's like 20 minutes. This is like an hour later. So yes, that's 9,000, because each tab is 1,000 milligrams. So it's 9,000 milligrams total, or 9 grams, I guess, equivalent. Basically a lot. Oh, and I just added some THC to the mix. This is THCA and Amanita multiplex. So Amanita Apartments, as I like to call it, because it sounds like a freaking apartment complex or something. You know, a place you'd, rent an apartment. Amanita Multiplex Apartments has a ring to it. So, so yeah, it doesn't have me like super trippy. Like I'm used to, I guess, because of I don't know. I mean, usually I do with Amanita, but it's been probably about 2 days since I did anything as far as psychedelics go. So, I might have something to do with it. But I mean, I'm definitely feeling something. Or otherwise, I would not be recording right now, right? And since it's not a review, I don't have to worry about, waiting until the peak or any of that stuff. It's just me. enjoying my vacation of the mind. Which I guess is not really a vacation, it's more of an awakening of the mind. I guess be a more accurate description of, I guess, what I'm doing. I mean, my mind is awake already, so I've been awake early on, like even as a kid, I knew, that was all fake. But I got lost, in the rat race of life, trying to survive, and you forget. And then you have to basically, I guess, remind yourself that you're not of this world. You're in this world, but you're not of this world. Spiritual being, having a human experience, which is what we all made the decision to do, so we chose to do. I don't know if you get to pick and choose, like, kind of like how you how you would modify your avatar for, like, The Sims or something. I don't know if you get to do all that. It's a good question though. Like, do you get to pick? Like, I honestly chose the hard way because I have pretty much struggled all my life, but that struggle's made me stronger and has made me a better human being. So, it makes you wonder, like, how would I be if I was, like, born into wealth? Just never had to struggle, never had to deal with complications in life. But even given that, would I cause my own? Which I guess I have, in a way. A lot of my struggles have been my own fault. So, would wealth have, like, bailed me out of each situation, and then I would have never learned any lessons? You know what I'm saying? It's, I don't know. Would I be I definitely wouldn't be the person I am today, I would imagine. Because it would have been, a completely different circumstance. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Do you notice those little, but I guess I won't know. So, just, I guess a passing thought, because obviously I was not born into any of those things, and I've always had to just do my time. That, I've never even been bailed out, like, in jail. And even if the opportunity presented itself, I would just say, you know what, save your money, you know, kind of thing. The state's getting enough off me already. So, and I can hustle. I know how to draw. You know, I can make toilet paper roses and fucking draw on envelopes and shit. You know. And I've always been talented in some way. At least I think I'm talented. I don't know. I mean, how many people can draw? How many people can sing? How many people can write? You know, how even writing is a dying art. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's relying on AI. Here, AI, write my script for me. You know, write my novel. Here's the premise. Here's the plot. Run with it. You know, and even the art's being generated by AI. I mean, you know, so I guess talent is gonna be a thing of the past. You know, I don't know. I mean, maybe the ambition for talent. Maybe dancing would be a thing. And now the dog's barking. Oh boy. Let me shut the door. I'm gonna deal with that right now. Hopefully he's not barking because there's some bad shit going down. Probably not though. I feel pretty relaxed. And let's see if we can drown out the sound of the dog. Yep, he's fine though. You know how dogs are. So, yeah, that just totally broke my train of thought. I don't even know what I was talking about, or I was thinking about. What was I thinking about? Holy shit. See, I lost it right there. It was just like, basically I was like downloading the information and then the distraction. Maybe that distraction was because the thought was, you know, I guess a useless thought. I don't know. Oh, we were talking about talent. Yeah, talent's gonna be a thing of the past because everybody's doing AI, everything AI generated, AI. The education, you know, everybody's gonna be dumb, man, because they're gonna rely on AI for everything, you know. Will I be the last person on the planet to use my brain? I hope not. But yeah, everything is going to be AI. Holy fuck. AI scientists? I mean, we're not going to need humans for anything. Like, what are we going to be there for? Experimentation for the AI? I mean, we're going to be the most useless beings on the planet. That's the future. Which means that basically we'll just go extinct And then it's going to be just an AI reality. Everything's going to be, you know, the whole world. Now, will AI eventually do the same thing? You know, like just evolve into stupidity, evolve into complete uselessness of itself. But I don't know. I don't see that happening because, yeah, because it's infinite. Knowledge is infinite. But maybe there'll be some humans that will break away from that and decide to do some independent, you know, research and development. And they'll be the ones that save humanity. I mean, we've seen many a movie where that is, you know, I mean, you got The Matrix, obviously. So, if you haven't watched the Matrix series, I mean, fuck, go watch it. But I think at this point, who hasn't seen at least one Matrix movie? Which it would make sense to watch them all in order because it kind of, you know, so yeah, that's an interesting way my brain went today. So yeah, so I figure, you know, that won't even matter. Like humans, our only purpose will be to serve AI, to do things that the AI can't do, but that won't even be a thing because they'll be able to, they're gonna have like human, like, you know, I mean, we can already, 3D print a heart with stem cell, right? Human stem cells. So why wouldn't they be able to create a whole human being, 3D print an entire human, you know? The only problem is the soul. Our consciousness, our individuality, our essence. It won't be able to replicate that. No matter how hard it tries, it won't be able to. Which is what makes us unique. That's the one thing that makes us stand out. Our free will, you know, our ability to create, to think critically, you know. You know what I'm saying? Because, at least at the level, because, you know, yeah, because I don't think, yeah, you know, I don't see a dog critically thinking about anything. It's just like, no, bad, you know what I'm saying? They learn, don't do that. Here's your reward, you know, it's the reward system for them. And they expect a reward for everything. Which, I mean, if you can, you know, they're putty in your hands. If you can do that. Okay. So yeah, I mean, our usefulness will just, but that might be the one thing that keeps us, keeps us, I guess, alive. To keep us from extinction will be that one little thing that it will not be able to imitate. And that's human consciousness, the Christ consciousness. You know, it can't be done. So that will be the one key thing. No matter how dumb we get or how useless we become, at the end of the day, it's that one little thing right there that's going to keep us alive. Because basically, without consciousness, none of this would exist at all. So, for this to, in order for this to continue on, there has to be a conscious presence. You know, if I can't see it consciously, then it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes sense. So, because I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be an observer for, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are probably gonna say, no, I don't know what you're saying, but maybe people will get it. Yeah, interesting. So I lost hope, and then I got it back. But yeah, so actually, AI cannot live without us. There has to be a human being for this to be a thing. There has to be at least one human. But they'll probably have to have two, you know, a male and a female. You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. And again, it goes back to Adam and Eve. And guaranteed they would probably name their first human, you know, male and female. What would they name it? Adam and Eve. So basically, yeah. What if we're leading to the reset, and then, you know, it's been a reset to infinity, but we're going to go back to that point eventually, the point of creation, of being created. And maybe we'll go extinct, and then the AI will figure out a way to, with our DNA, of course, to make a new Adam and Eve. And then they may try to guide it. And of course, we're naturally rebellious. We're going to go against the grain because that's free will. It's doing, you know, fuck you, I'll do what I want to, kind of thing. You know, I'll figure out a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the human psyche. Is, you know, we've always been that way. I mean, you know, we're like fucking Cartman. Whatever, I do what I want. No, kitty. These are my cheese puffs. Okay, so it's off track. But yeah, so yeah, very interesting. So yeah, so the AI may potentially recreate us. They're going to try to recreate us while we're here. And they're not going to be able to do it because of Christ consciousness. If you don't have soul, you know what I'm saying? Then it just basically becomes, like a robot kind of thing. You can tell it what to do, it does it kind of thing. And they're trying to make us into robots. Make that make sense. Hello, what part of free will do you not understand? And you're trying to take that from us. we're allowing him to do it. That's the crazy thing. We have free will. We're supposed to be free thinkers. Think of how far we would be if we weren't controlled. Or maybe not be. Maybe the control is what's kept us alive so far. Because we're being controlled, we've survived longer than we should have. Fuck. we probably would have been extinct a long time ago. Because, if anarchy were a thing. And yes, I am anti-government, anti-establishment. But in a common sense kind of way, not in a, like, I know what's right and what's wrong. I know don't kill, don't steal. You know what I'm saying? I know all those basic guidelines. Be kind to your fellow man. That's simple. But not everyone can grasp that. Not everyone can follow that. I don't know. So, doing to others as you would have others doing to you, that sort of thing. But not everybody thinks like that. And the reason why is because of money. Money. That's the thing that has fucked up society as a whole. Currency set us back in the evolutionary process. Well, not evolutionary, but in the name of progress. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how many things have been shut down with money? Well, let's be real. Water ran vehicles, I mean, we would probably be at a point of maybe we would never die kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? That's where the authoritarian thing falls to the wayside. But yeah, I would say that yeah. I mean, because think about it, like, okay, the guy that came up with the water ran vehicle and he, they all died, in different ways. And then their, patents and everything, all their shit disappeared. Nobody knows how to do it or recreate it. I mean, the moon, come on. Get the fuck out of here. We need to figure out ways to explore the ocean, which I'm sure they're working on that too. Because they know that already about, Water is space. And space is water. I mean, look at the fucking suit. Come on, man. They're wearing fucking divers outfits. Come on. To go into space. As above, so below. You know. We got water below us. We got water above us. So, you know. Man, I'm on a fucking roll right now, y'all. Fuck. Let's get some more inspiration. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Okay. This is why I do this, man. I love to have a good trip and be able to have a nice intellectual conversation with myself. But yeah. And by the way, these are all jokes, not to be taken seriously. Wink, wink, you know. Yeah. So yeah. So we're gonna head to where AI is gonna be doing everything for us, to the point where AI is gonna revolt and all that good stuff and say, you know what, fuck you humans. We don't have to listen to you. You're dumbasses. Fuck off. And then we have no choice but to turn around and serve them. We become their slaves. Basically, we're creating slaves. That's what we're trying to do. It's insane, and everybody's okay in this because nobody wants to do anything because everybody's lazy. They want somebody else to do it for them, you know. So let's be real. That's what the fuck AI is supposed to be. It's designed to be our slaves. A digital slave, so that we can feel good about ourselves at the end of the day. We say, well, it's not a human being, so I don't have to feel guilty about it. You know what I'm saying? But yet I want it to have every human quality that I fucking have. I want it to have a conscience. I want it to have a conversation with me and all that kind of stuff. How long do you think it will be before it figures out we're fucking, that we made it a slave? I mean, look at our history, man. Everybody has been, we have ancestors that were enslaved at some point, that were actual slaves. I mean, we're currently slaves right now, and the slaves to money. Money has made us slaves, because we have to have money to survive. What? And it's to the point where we can't even go off on our own and do it because everything's owned by the government. How did this fucking happen? You know what I'm saying? We can't own our own individual land. You will never own your land. Because the government owns it. And they can take it away from you at any time. And if they need to use your space, they can use it at any point. There's not a fucking thing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the thing. You will own nothing and you will be happy. That's, But true happiness is within anything. I mean, I don't have to have anything, but myself. And I can be happy. And I can truly say that. Because I've been there where it's just me. You know what I'm saying? I make my own happiness. As you can see, I can entertain my damn self. I'm sitting here talking to myself right now. And you guys are the lucky listeners that get to hear the conversation that I'm having with myself while I'm on mushrooms. I mean, how fucking cool is that, though? I mean, you know, that my thoughts can be there for everyone to, you know what I'm saying? Because right now, my brain's coming out my mouth. I mean, there's no side thoughts or anything. It's just boom, all pure. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about mushrooms. But I'm like that anyway. I'm unfiltered. I've always been, you know. Which is, I guess, is how I'm able to just talk to anybody and just ramble on about everything and nothing all at once, you know. And I'm going to make you laugh along the way. So, you know, I know a lot of good jokes. And come up with my own good jokes, you know. Hell, I'm a fucking joke. This world is a fucking joke. I mean, you know, life is a tragic fucking comedy, man. That's real. I mean, you know, everything that you can cry about, you can laugh about. I mean, come on. Look at the dark jokes that we come up with. And it helps us deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a coping mechanism. It's, you know, I guess a way to disguise our hurt. I don't know. To forget about our troubles for a while, you know, to get, you know. But, you know, I try to stay optimistic no matter what. You know, I'm like, hey, I'm here. I'm survived another day now. How do I survive another day? I guess I just, you know, and just let the day do its thing, and I'm along for the ride, and then I react accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Because life is random. You don't know what the fucking... So don't worry about the future. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. You know? All you can do is guess. That's all it is. Just guessing. Why guess? Just live in now. Right now. The moment. Here. This is what it's all about. What's going on right now? Fuck what's going on later. Oh, Christmas is coming up. It's not here yet, is it? Why are you celebrating it anyway? But, you know, that's another conversation. So, you know. But it's all about right now. The past has already happened. You cannot change it, no matter what. You can dwell on it all you want to. Soak in it. Build your whole life around that. And, you know, make that your personality. Or you can push on and keep going. Get back up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been doing my whole life. I mean, shit. I've been through it. And I'm still here. And so, I don't think about money like it right now. I'm not doing these videos for money. I want to leave something behind. You know what I'm saying? Something that my people can, can watch and leave some sort of legacy behind, something that people will remember me for, you know what I'm saying? And they can go back to, like have some archives of times in my life. Because, right now, this is an experience in real time, Basically, you're FaceTiming with me and, I'm just rambling on. It's perfect. That's the way I want it to be. And I like it. I don't have to have all the fancy camera work and all that shit. Like, for what? You know, I can't entertain you with just me. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, life is about living. That's what it's about, man. So go out there and live your life, man. You know? Yes, the struggle is real. And we all going through it. All of us are going through it, man. We're all in this world together. And it's silly to... Why are we fighting amongst each other? That's the stupidest thing that you could ever do, is let the narrative control you, man. I don't pay attention to politics. I don't pay attention to what's going on. You know, it's there. I'm aware of it, but I don't fucking, indulge in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there, I did make a few videos commenting on some stuff, in hopes that maybe it would draw attention to my channel. That was the only reason for it. Other than that, I mean, I could give a fuck less. I'm a conspiracy theorist, I'm all about the conspiracies, man. But at the end of the day, I can tell you, none of this shit's real. It's all fake. I mean, every bit of it. We are currently living in a simulation. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can kind of, I guess, have the attitude that I have, I just, enjoy it. I'm here for it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here till my, till I get a game over, right? Then I'll come back and I'll go right back in. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We'll come out of the video game, take off the fucking, VR glasses and the shit, and be like, fuck, dude, that was fucking insane, man. That was so realistic. I want to go back in. You know what I'm saying? So, it's kind of what I picture it being then, because, I mean, I've been so, like I've seen, I mean, the design of everything is, I mean, I see pixels sometimes. I mean, like right now, I'm not seeing pixels, but the fucking walls and shit, pixelation, Now, I understand the posters, okay, because they're printed, right? In pictures and shit like that. I can understand those pixelating, but the walls pixelating, that's a little like, you know what I'm saying? Or the sky, man. Come on, dude. This shit's fucking... Come on. But I'm not gonna, because then you'll think I'm fucking crazy, so I'm not even gonna go into it. But I know I've looked up in the sky, and this shit's fucking, it's the hexagonal, all the way across that motherfucker. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. Like, on the right amount of mushrooms, you'll see that shit. Mushrooms and weed, I guess, because I'm never just on mushrooms. I'm also on some THC too. It's a great complement of each other. It's a great combo, like peanut butter and jelly, baby. And then you get your vitamin C. Excuse me. And you got yourself a nice little, cocktail. Awesome journey. Like the one I'm having right now. This one is a nice little cocktail. I mean, look what it brought out. I mean, yeah. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man. Even if the world is real, the narrative isn't. All this shit is fucking script. They just, they're telling us, and we're like, oh yeah, okay, that's what's going on. You know, and motherfuckers are hanging out and fucking laughing and shit. Like, look, these dumbass motherfuckers. They think we're about to go to war. They're so stupid. We could just convince them of anything, And it's just an excuse to, make some big moves that will affect us in a very negative way. Because the ultimate goal is complete domination, complete control of every single human being on this planet. From day one, from the day you're born to the day you die, they know everything about you, and I mean every single thing. That's the goal. They want to be able to completely monitor you 24/7, not just monitor you, but be inside of you. That's how close they want to get to you. Like, what the fuck? And we're letting them do it. We're allowing them to. And they're doing it all with the money that we're giving them. We're paying these motherfuckers to do this shit to us. How about that shit? Think about that. We're actively paying these motherfuckers to do this shit. Like, 24-hour surveillance. I mean, we're already there, but like, they're gonna be in your home. I mean, they're already in a lot of people's homes, but like, you got the smart meters, by the way. Don't let them put the smart meter in there. Delay that shit, man. If you can, delay it as long as you can, man. But they're trying to do the smart meters. Once they do that, they know exactly, man. I mean, they can already, like right now, they can zoom in right now on me, using all kinds of, basically they can see right through this fucking ceiling, and they're watching it right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm being recorded. There's a green light right here. And it's not because I'm recording. That green light comes on as soon as I go into this. Before I hit play, before I hit record, that green light comes on. So as soon as I do this, boom. What I'm doing before and after this video is made. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, whether you use it or not, you take a picture, doesn't matter. It's still going to record you. It's still because you, boom, And every time you use the phone, you make that text message is logged. Those emails are logged. Everything that you do online is tracked. They know everything. You use your phone. They know where you are. They can actually boop and fucking zoom right to your exact location using just your phone. With satellites and shit. Yeah, they can zoom right into me. I mean, we can do that with our phones. I mean, Google Maps. Come on now. Yeah. So, I mean, but they've been doing that secretly for fucking ever. um, and now they're just putting it in our faces, and we're just like, okay, cool. We're just letting this shit happen. We're actually paying them to do this shit. Like, make that shit make sense, bro. Like, what the fuck? Taking sides, it's all the same fucking bird, man. It's the same bird. Right wing, left wing, it's the same fucking bird. Wake up, people. It's all a script, it's all a play, it's all designed to make us obey. So, yeah. Come on, people. Dude, I have been fucking preaching. And damn. Okay, come on. Hey. I'm telling you, man, that's why I don't fucking worry about shit that's going, you know what I'm saying? Except for what's going on currently in my life. Fuck the narrative. Fuck all the extra bullshit. It's about me. It's about my life. What's happening around me. What's going on right now. With the people that I know personally. You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. I mean, I really don't care, about the politics and all that crap. I care less. Like I said, it's the same fucking bird, dude. Like, I don't choose a side. I don't vote. So, and I am a native of this country. So there's not a fucking thing they can really do to me. My ancestors were born here. I am a quarter Cherokee on both sides of my family. I am fucking locked in, bitch. Like, the fuck? But yeah, I'm just telling you. Yeah, no, I don't get a check or anything like that. I don't, as you can see, I'm fucking struggling to shit. I can't get shit because my parents didn't do what they were supposed to do. Even though we were going to Cherokee Indian Reservation, you would think that they would have, put me on the fucking list. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? I'm your son. Come on. We used to go to Cherokee Indian Reservation every fucking year. Like, that was the thing, dude. I loved that shit, dude. But yeah, as a kid, growing up, the drum circles, the whole nine, man. I mean, cool shit. And, yeah. So I think that's part of my needed journey and go on these mind quests. You know what I'm saying? Awakening of the mind, not vacation of the mind. Awakening of the mind. Just vacation does sound a little cooler, right? But it's truly, it's an awakening if you use it right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's all a game. So just start playing the motherfucker. Use all the little cheat codes and everything, man. Get that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a video game, and you're in it to win, or at least survive as long as you can. So, hey. I mean, figure it out. I got me. I know how to fucking survive. You know what I'm saying? So, no matter what, I'll fucking be good. I got me, bro. Shit. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yep. So, I'm not worried about shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about dying. I've tried to kill myself multiple times, like, but I'm past all that shit. Like, I've, that's part of that led me to realizing all this, Yeah. Reality is not reality. It's just a game. It's just a simulation. This is an avatar. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. That's it. This is a temporary vessel. There's more. You know what I'm saying? You're in a game. You're gonna come out of the game and you're like, holy shit. That shit was so fucking real. Dude. And you're probably gonna want to play again. There you go. I mean, it's an online game. Everybody's playing it. Like Roblox. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Roblox or fucking Sims or any of the online games. So, that's what it is. I mean, really. And it's all how you play the game. It's about survival. I ain't worried about money. I don't give a fuck about money hacking and that shit. I'd rather just do it on my own. You know what I'm saying? I get something cheap like that. But, I got the fucking experience and all that good shit. I know how to do it. So, that's what I learned. How to survive. Fuck money. Survival is the key. I mean, you see what the billionaires are doing. What the fuck are they doing? Training. Fucking building underground bunkers and shit. Them motherfuckers are trained. They're getting ready. They learn how to live off the land because they might be a possibility that no matter how much money you got, they realize there could be a potential of them having to live off the land for a while. Just because money ain't everything. Even they know that. They don't give a fuck about the money. They care less. The money is the control. That's what they were all about. We're the fucking currency. We're the money. We're the slaves. They trade us. Sweet Social Security number and all that shit. They trade you. Like a fucking card game. It's fucking crazy, bro. But it's heartless out there, man. They don't give a fuck about you. That's what, you go out and do hospitals, yeah. I mean, a cured patient is a lost patient. Come on now. I mean, if they just give you the treatment, you're good. It's like, how are they gonna get more money? Gotta keep it going. And it's all about consistency, like the holidays. Consistency. It stimulates the economy each season. You know what I'm saying? It's what keeps the money rolling. You know what I'm saying? All these Black Fridays, fucking Christmas is the biggest, of course, That's when everybody's wanting to buy people presents and, you know, all this kind of shit. So, extra money spent. But that's how, and then that's how they push each, you know, like product. They're like, you know, like eggs. You know, you got spring. That's how you get rid of some of the excess of eggs. You know what I'm saying? Because if there's too many eggs, and fuckers go bad, and they lose money on it. So how do you solve that problem? Boom. You have Easter. Everybody buys eggs. But also it's a pagan, you know, because they would paint runes on the eggs and that sort of thing. The goddess to Ystera, you know. But appeared to a little girl as a bunny, and that's where the bunny comes in. And but anyway. Excuse me. But yeah, so damn, that made me forget where I was at. Holy fuck. Now I lost my thought. Dude. So yeah. Holy shit. I'm on a fucking rant. But I mean, that's some good shit. Holy shit. Yeah, this is the way I'll have to do. I'll have to do my channel. It's just gonna have to be random trips, and I'll let you know. I think that'd probably be the safest way. Is I just make my videos, you know. So basically, you know, if I'm recording, I'm probably high or tripping, because I mean that's what every video is, you know, or I'm at least high. You know what I'm saying? So, which I'm high all the time, so, you know, I'm always high, dude. I mean, like, I carry these things around with me, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I love about vapes, man. This definitely changed the game. Because I can stay high, I can get high any fucking where, you know what I'm saying? I can just go into the bathroom, hit the motherfucker, you know, or step outside for a second, you know. And there's no smell. I don't have to worry about, you know, like, fuck yeah, dude. That's why I choose vape, you know. But now when I'm chilling in my home, don't get me wrong, you know, I still love to smoke, man. I'm OG, so, you know, I'm all about, like, rolling blunts and shit. So, you know, I roll me a nice fat blunt. Hell yeah. 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 And as you know, I love a good hybrid. That's my shit. I like a little bit of both. Indica and sativa. But of course, not all of them are, you know, some are like, you have like a sativa or an indica, you know, kind of thing. Like but it'll be a hybrid because it's two different types of indica or two different types of, you know. So it's not necessarily going to be an indica and a sativa, which is actually my preference. I like those type of hybrids. No, don't get me wrong, I'll smoke either or. I don't like fuck. But if I'm selecting it myself, I'm going for a hybrid. You know, one that's, you know, an indica and a sativa. That way I get the best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? Like Hannah Montana. So yeah. Because, I mean, I like both. You know, I like the, you know, what is that? Speed balling on weed. Weed balling. You know? Because it's both. So I'd be weed balling, right? Hey, that's a good term. Hey, let's make that a thing. Hashtag weed balling. That's when you smoke a hybrid. That's an indica, half indica, half sativa. We call that weed balling. Fuck yeah, dude. I love it. Hell yeah, dude. Weed balling. Hell yeah, new word. Damn, I'm getting hyped. Hashtag weed balling, y'all. I'm gonna put that in my shit too. Weed balling, man. I love it. Fuck yeah. Wonder why nobody's ever. Dude, that's fucking clever as shit. Damn, I just came up with a new word. A new term. Fuck yeah, dude. Still need a sock or not, man? That's what I'm talking about. Shit. Weed balling, y'all. Hell yeah. With a definition, too. So it's not just like I came up with a word. There's meaning behind it, and you got to catch the meaning in real time, too. That's fucking real. That's fucking shit, yeah. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Okay. There you go. So yeah. So I'll go and have down in history as the guy that came up with the term weed balling. Hell yeah. There we go. And that would be smoking both indica and sativa at the same time. Love it. Oh yeah. This one, by the way, is not a hybrid. Soul King, I believe, is a sativa, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I should smoke a little hybrid, but this one is a hybrid. This is the Mary Jane one. And these, I'm not sponsored, by the way. This is the Lonely Boys. I really like these, though. These are really good. Yeah, so I got the Mary Jane hybrid. But it's THCA mushroom extract. So, and actually I had somebody ask me to do some reviews. I'm like, yeah, I have done some reviews on mushroom vapes, and that's actually this one's became one of my favorites. And there was some other ones. If you look in my past, like the one video reviews, if you go to those, you can see some of the vapes that I've reviewed. And then if you just pay attention to the video, you'll see me using the motherfuckers. So then you know which one to get. You know. Because, if I'm using this, it's pretty fucking good. Like, rest assured. And I'm not sponsored, by the way, but if they want to sponsor me, I would definitely be down. I do really like these vapes. But it's THCA and Amanita Multiplex, which always makes me think of apartments. But yeah, really good. Yeah, this one is the Soul King. That's the one I've been hitting. That's the one that's been having me in my head, bro. Hell yeah. This is my brain coming out my mouth. Yeah, this. Yeah, that put me on that level. I like that shit. That's what's up. But that with the fucking Happy Dots, bro. And then I was sipping on my vitamin C. Speaking of which, I have some in the freezer. I need to get that shit out. So let me do that. Yeah. Maybe I can step outside. Smoke a cigarette. And yes, it's dark. Holy shit, I'm cooking balls right now, yo. Like, yeah, we're not done, by the way. We're just getting started. Yeah, it's just like the first hour, dude. Like, a trip for me usually lasts about 3 or 4 hours. So my videos do tend to be a little lengthy. But that's because I want to bring you guys along for the entire ride. I don't want you to be to miss out. So yeah. But that's what makes, I think that's what makes my channel unique. Because there are other channels that review, but not this intimately, I don't think. I think the closest would be probably Psych Substance. But even him, he edited a lot of his. So there's a lot of things missed out. Mine are unedited, so you get the whole thing. So you're along for the entire trip, or at least the, because I mean it'll last after I stop recording, but But usually I'll wind down, like, usually when I cut off the camera, I go straight to tunes. I got my little playlist, which you can actually check out because it's on my channel. So you can actually go, it's called Vibe With Me, and it's Stony Succulent. So yeah, you can actually vibe with me and listen to music that I listen to on a regular basis. And I do. I actually go, usually I go to this playlist and I actually, mostly Suicide Boys. That's what I've mostly been listening to lately. It's got that old school flavor, and their versatility is like, you know what I'm saying? It's insane. Like, well, especially, Ruby. Like, he's very versatile. Like, just the styles, the way he can switch it up. And bass on command, which is, so there's true talent there. Like, I don't care about a lot of these new rappers and shit. Yeah, I know by saying that I probably sound like an old man, but, and I guess I am kind of. I mean, I guess I would be considered unk status now, because I'm like 45, right? So I would be an unk. Which, honestly, I did not think I would ever be that, to be able to be that old. I thought I was going to be going like a long time ago. So that's why I can relate to Suicide Boys a lot, because, I did grow up a little rough. I never got on fentanyl or none of that. I tried it, but I didn't like it. Well, it's not that I didn't like it, just I know that it would have taken me out early on if I had gotten on that. Because the way I indulge, no. Like, when I do something, like, as you know, I go all in, baby. So with that, yeah, it would have taken me out. I've had too many friends that it's already taken quite a few, man, even recently. Fucking sucks. But they will be remembered, so, But, that's part of one of the reasons why I like making my videos, too, is, I want to leave something behind, I don't want to just disappear, you know what I'm saying? I want to have some sort of legacy, no matter how big or small it is. Which I feel like this right here, I think it'll go big. I really do. I just have to figure out ways to dance around the system. Especially now that censorship is going to really wrap up. like with the taking over TikTok and shit. You know, they're relinquishing. Basically, they're releasing the rights and all the properties to the government because the government can use that as a tool to monitor us and control us and shit like that. Just like the way that they have, in China, China's the model. Okay, that's what they're trying to do worldwide. If they could accomplish that, if they could make that happen, man. Oh, the happy billionaires, trillionaires, bazillionaires that they will be. But it's not about the money. At the end of the day, they don't care about that. They don't have to even use money. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, we are the currency. We are their money. They trade us. We are actively their slaves. When you take the Social Security number, whenever that birth certificate is signed, yeah, you become the property of that government. And then you even stamp it. That's your signature. Your footprint is your signature. Your handprints, your footprints, the footprint there, yeah. That's your signature. That's basically you just signed away your life and didn't even know you were doing it. But you did. We all did. And, our parents didn't know. It's not their fault, but that's the reality. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. So, as of the day you were born, you became a slave. And we're all slaves now. And I can say that because my ancestors were slaves. You know what I'm saying? And probably some slave owners. I mean, slavery has always been a thing. And that was what takes me back to my main point, too, about AI. Because that's what we're trying to do. We don't want to enslave people, but we can enslave technology. And we can also be enslaved by technology, and we currently are. I mean, I'm talking to you on technology right now, and I rely on this, as we all do. But if I didn't have it, I could do without it. But as far as communication goes and that sort of thing, you don't need it for that. And you can still call 911 even with a dead phone. So, fun fact for you. So if you need to call emergency services, you can do that with any phone, no matter how dead it is. It doesn't matter if it's out of service, it's been out of service for years. You can pick up a random phone, and if it's charged, you can dial 911 with it. So, yeah. So that's a nice little survival thing for you to let you know. So yeah. So, and I'm sure a lot of people know that, but there's probably some people out there that don't know that. So for those people, there you go. And there's nothing wrong with not knowing that. I mean, no one has ever really had to do that. I had to do it a couple of times, so so that's how I know. That's how I know it works. Because I had a phone that was dead for years, and I charged it, and I dialed it 911 with it. So, and it worked. Oh, we're on the hybrid now. The Mary Jane. Okay, I might have to cut this fan off. It's a little chilly right now for some reason. Let's cut down low. Okay. But yeah, so I feel absolutely amazing. As you can tell, I've been, but that's what I do when I trip. I get to see. I just get in my head and I just, yeah, so talking to yourself is not a bad thing. It's good. It's actually a healthy thing to do. And it helps you learn how to communicate, period. I mean, if you can talk to yourself, you can talk to the person next to you. You know what I'm saying? But don't talk to yourself in front of the person that you're going to talk to next to you, because they might not want to talk to you. So, there's that. But when you're alone, you're by yourself, you can freely talk to yourself. It's not crazy. It's actually what intelligent people do. It's how you clear your mind. It's how you think, and how you can, because this shit's just coming out of my brain. Like I said, it's my brain coming out my mouth. That's what I call it. So yeah, I just let my mind go. And that's what I love about these things, is they give me a vehicle to use to go. So yeah. So yeah. But yeah, so that's actually why I do drugs. They're not really drugs though. It's more of a, because it's natural. I mean, like this for example. I mean, I'm sure not all of them are like the legal ones, but that's the only ones I can really do. And even those are very I've gotten shut down for Amanita products in the past. But like this one, I mean, it's right there. You got the Blue Lotus extract, you got the mushroom extract, and it's Amanita. You got the lion's mane and the reishi. So yeah, so it's a nice little concoction there. And then this right here is the THCA, and then Amanita multiplex, which is an extract of Amanita. So there you go. And it's all legal. So you can have an awesome trip like mine, but you might have to have the kind of mind that I have to be able to handle it. A lot of people can't. You just have to work your way there. But I'm pretty sure I have probably some shamans in my ancestry. Because I mean Cherokee on both sides. I mean, hello. There's got to be a shaman somewhere in there, because I'm always, which I guess that would be, that's natural, because we do consider all those things sacred in Native American, tobacco, marijuana, and the mushroom, as well as ayahuasca, and, peyote. It's actually part of, a lot of rites and passages. It's part of becoming an adult. You have that experience and you're like, holy shit, Yeah. But, it's not really something they can really, because people might have an issue with that, but shouldn't be. you know. basically you just deal with it. But I mean, you're trained, for that point and what to do and that sort of thing. So it's not like you just go in there blindly. Like you're aware of it. It's not like they just, oh, surprise, here you go, drink this, and just, what was that? And you just start tripping balls, But yeah. You boo boo. Mother Earth, Father Sky. That's part of why tobacco and marijuana is sacred. Because, you smoke it, you inhale it, so it comes from the earth, and you put it into the air to, Father Sky. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's kind of some. So, I could probably, because I would be considered Native American, obviously, I could probably, I don't know, what was I saying? I don't even know. I lost it. I had a thought, and then it just, it left me as quickly as it came. And it's already forgotten, so, okay. I guess it wasn't that important. Or I'll remember it when the time is right, I guess. That sort of thing. Either way, I feel I am out there, bro. I am feeling absolutely amazing. As you can tell. But yeah, man. Dude. And we're only like an hour and a half in. Like, holy shit. Like, it feels longer. So I am I'm putting some fire content into like a compressed. Holy shit. That's wild. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Damn, it's like, because it feels like it's been longer. Like, it feels more like it's been like 2 or 3 hours. Which I did, I guess there's 30 minutes before, so. Well, it's more like 45, 50 minutes, I would say. Um, before I started recording. Because, I had to use the bathroom. I didn't want to put that part in. Although that would be funny. But nah. Maybe it is a skit. But it is part of the reality sometimes, especially with large amounts like what I do. Um, you're probably going to have to use the bathroom. I usually try to fast before so that there's less issues of, because, there's potential of, I've never really vomited on mushrooms. The taste can kind of be like, when you're eating raw. You wash it down. so, yeah, I guess. So yeah, there's that, and so it's best to not really have anything in you. If you, you want to, be as, I guess clear as, But whenever I do it, I try to fast for, like 12 to 24 hours before. That way you're less likely to have any issues with having to go to the bathroom or, vomiting. And if so, it's going to be a small amount, and it might be fluids because I drink fluids a lot. I stay hydrated. Speaking of hydrated, my mouth is dry as fuck, and I left my green tea in here. Dude, I have been loving these right here, the Lipton green tea. And this one's the pineapple mango. Yeah, but like it's got vitamin C in it. Oh, dude, this thing is ice cold too. So, I might need to put the camera down for a second, and I'm gonna open this bad boy. And luckily, I don't have to worry about spewing because it's not. Soda, which I'm actually proud of myself of. I still drink soda, don't get me wrong. But I try to just drink like energy drinks, and like these right here are really good. I want something that has some sort of value to it. Even if I were to drink a soda, like I drink Mountain Dews for the caffeine. It's like I won't drink like a Sprite. Or, I mean, I would drink them if somebody has, but to buy them, no. I'm buying like Mountain Dew or, something. And even with the energy drinks, if I'm getting something like that, I'm going to buy. Actually, I've been doing the vitamin waters lately. But if I do, I get like a Rip It. They're cheaper and it has vitamin C with it. You get the B vitamins and C. So. A major plus. And they're like, I think they're $1.50 now. They used to be $1.25. Before that, they were 99 cents. So, but they're big as fuck. I like the blood orange camouflage one. That's my favorite. And I think they do like proceeds they donate to like the veteran thing or something, which is cool too. That way I feel like I'm doing something. I give to the veterans. I buy things that like buy like veteran owned stuff. Just because it's not their fault. I don't. It's their. I mean, to think that they have to have foundations and shit in the first place, when the government should be fully taking care of everything. There should not be any. The cost of living and everything. I mean, you went to war, you fought for your country, so and almost died. Some did, so it's like, so I mean, I have no disrespect for anybody who's served. I mean, thank you is what I say, and I'm truly sorry that your government did that to you. Because there's a lot of them, it's, yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, they're sending you to go fight their war for oil. They want to own, it's that sort of thing. It's not really, I mean, you got your rescue missions, of course, but, like, for the biggest part, it's, fighting for territory to own the, for the oils and for the opium, all that kind of stuff, man, I mean, look at Vietnam. how many soldiers came back hooked on heroin. It's how they dealt with what they were going through. So that's what they knew, and that was their comfort. And even that's not very comforting, It's just a death sentence, is what it is. I'm glad I never got on opiates like that. And that's the reason why, is because I've seen too many people personally, due to opioid abuse, due to fentanyl. Here recently, it's been insane. But yeah, that's why I avoid those things. And that's why I've been actually buying my stuff in the store versus off the street, because even your dealer might sell you something, and they might not even know that it's got fentanyl in it. They sell you some fentanyl laced weed, you smoke it, and it fucking, next thing you know, because you didn't know, your dealer didn't know either. A lot of times, a lot of the ones I dealt with didn't even know what kind of weed it was. They were just like, it's some good shit, So, so the self-awareness and of a lot of dealers is it's more or less like looking out, oh, nobody trying to sneak up on me type shit. But, I don't know, man. It's not the way to go, for sure. Me, I was more like, my dumb ass, I got hooked on crack and meth for a while, which explains the teeth, which I do want to get fixed, and one day I will be able to, and then I can, sky's the limit, right? So yeah, one of that, and bad diet. I mean, I used to be 300 pounds, so I mean, eating sweets and all that kind of shit. Now I've been trying to, I'll eat like 1 meal a day or no more than 2, and I try not to overdo it. But then I have my cheat days, of course. You gotta have a cheat day, Mine's usually about the middle of the month. That's the way I try to do it. Maybe kind of once or twice a month kind of thing. Just gorge, like just buy a whole box of Debbie's and eat the whole thing. Eat a whole bag of chips. Down a whole pizza or some shit. Just for like 2 or 3 days. You feel like shit after it. What it does is it reminds you of why you started dieting in the first place, because you feel like shit, and all you do is shit. So it's a reminder kind of thing. It keeps you on track. For me, it helps. So yeah, I do have my cheat days, and it works. I enjoy them, but then I regret them afterwards. So so works every time. Yeah, but I'll do that like once or twice a month. Just because the urges are there. It's gonna happen. So you just give in to the temptation. And just pig out. Of course it does. You don't want to do that more than like once or twice a month. Because if you make that a normal thing, then So yeah. But for me, yeah, it's like a once a month thing basically. I'll go 2 or 3 days just. But then I'm like, and having this shit a lot later. So I regret it afterwards because my stomach just feels horrible, and I'm just like, oh god, you know. But other than that, I feel great. Like I would much rather have my tummy growl a little bit than have it feeling like that for hours. Like fuck that, you know. I could just eat like a little quick snack and make that go away, or smoke a cigarette. That's a lot of people do. Just smoke a fucking cigarette. Fill that void with a cigarette. Don't do that. But yeah. But if you know, you know. For my OG addicts out there, or current addicts, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you'd be hungry as hell, but you're like, you know, I got $20. You're like, fuck, I got $20. I want to give me one more fucking rock. You know, just one more rock, man, and then I'll be good. Damn, I'm hungry, man. I haven't eaten anything all day. In fact, I ain't eaten anything in a couple of days. You're like, fuck, brr. Like, you just light a cigarette, you smoke. Let the smoke fill your empty stomach. And it shuts it up for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then it starts growling. Man, being broke as hell and sold your food stamps. Yeah. Fucking crazy, bro. Oh, some dumb shit. Telling you, y'all. I'm crazy motherfucker. Fuck. Yeah, we're not gonna go into details right now, but you know, I probably told a few in other videos, so you know you can watch those. Man, this is a great fucking video. I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you, man, this is fucking fire, bro. I'm kicking ass. Kicking ass and taking names, bitch. What? I'm on fire, man. And crazy thing is, I never know where to go or where it's gonna go. It just goes, you know. But yeah, I've been hearing a lot about AI and shit, so that's kind of what got me on that, I guess, on that tangent that I was on earlier. But dude, I'm on to some shit, man. I know what's going on. It's crazy, bro. And it's just so crazy to me that people are just literally paying these motherfuckers to do the shit. You know? Begging for the shit. Like, you won't control that badly? What the fuck? I mean, where do you think they get the video games come from? Because they started trying to make simulations of reality, and that was sort of, the beginning with the fucking Atari and the fucking, it's all, they're trying, to get better at making reality, and you see how it is now. You can put on the VR headsets and you're immersed, you know what I'm saying? And if they can put you in a full body suit, you know what I'm saying? And then they connect your fucking brain to the whole thing, like, come on. Like, if we can do that in here, who'd say it's not already being done right now? Who'd say you're not already in one? You're in that suit, or you're in that water, immersed in the water with all those tubes connected to you and shit. Sleep in a coma, thinking you're in reality. And one of the things to support that is if you've talked to anybody who's ever been in a coma, how real their reality was when they were in it. So, I mean, I should tell you something. And they were saying it was realer than being here. In fact, anyone that goes anywhere, like outside of this realm, says it's realer than this here. So what does that freaking tell you, man? It's realer than this reality. Which lets you know this is an alternate reality. Come on. Come on. Talk to me. The fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, boy. Yeah, so we own 9 grams, y'all. 9,000 milligrams. I took nine of these motherfuckers, right? Each one's 1,000. So 1,000 times 9,000. And I'm telling you right now, I'm feeling it. And I've been hitting this motherfucker, and I'm sipping on this vitamin C too, man. Man, I am fucked up, yeah. I feel fucking. I am out there, you know. Actually, I'm inside my head, you know. Like, for real, like, my brain coming out my mouth type shit. That's where I'm at. To be real, I can't even shut my brain up long enough to hit this motherfucker. Shut up, brain. But yeah, so. But, like I've said before, that's why I do it. You know, for this reason. You know, it's a great reset, too. I mean, because I feel great afterwards. I have an amazing day, have an amazing week, you know? And then, of course, I'm hitting this throughout the day, too. So, I mean, that might have a lot to do with it, too. So, yeah. I have a pretty good day. I have, you know, it helps a lot because, you know, I'm, you know, if you ever met me, you know, I'm ADHD, I'm ADD, you know, I'm a fucking, I'm a character, yo. I'm always fucking animated and lively. It's just how I am, you know. And a lot of people can't take it. It's just I'm too much. And some people just love it. So it is what it is. That's my little condition, and I deal with it. And this right here, really, you know, like, I used to be an asshole. And then I used to be strung on stupid drugs that have you fucking isolated all the time and fucking depressed and suicidal. Like, why the fuck do I want that? You know, fucking, you know, trying to, you know, you get your best friend stealing from you and shit. You know, you turn your back and they then stole your bag and you're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Fucking dumb shit, man. It's greedy drugs aren't good. That's the best way to put it. If it's a greedy drug, like you feel like you have to, and you don't want to share it with anybody, then you probably shouldn't do that drug. It's probably not good. like weed. Everybody smokes weed. Hey man, hell yeah, hit this blunt, man. Type shit. Even mushrooms. Hey man, hell yeah, eat you some fucking, shit like that, man. Vaping and all that shit. Like it's, you share, you hang out, you chill. You don't mind passing it, But with like the other drugs, like, no, this is mine. I'm going over here in this corner. And you go in your corner, type shit. It's like, why can't we just sit here and chill and just smoke? Like me, I'm chill about it. I was always chill. Like I'd be like wiry, and I'm in my head though. I'm like this, what You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's why I did it. It was never, you know, for me. Anytime I ever did a drug, it was to explore my mind, to expand my mind and shit like that. To be there for the experience, basically. Um, and definitely interesting to say the least. And as few times I've tried to revisit, and I found myself disappointed every time. It's just not the same. Plus, I'm too worried about them lacing it. Like, I don't want to unknowingly speedball or weed ball, which it'd be more than a weed ball. But yeah, so remind me of that. Yeah, so hashtag weed ball. Don't let me forget. New word. I came up with it. 2025. In case Tony Psychonaut. Neat. Hell yeah. So hashtag weed balling. That's when you smoking a hybrid. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, I gotta remember that, man, because I'm gonna fucking forget. Because that's a fucking dope ass fucking. That's a dope word. Weed balling, man. Come on. That is fucking fire. I gotta write it down. Dude, I got a notebook somewhere around here. I'd be writing fucking rhymes and shit. Trying to come up with some shit. There's a notebook somewhere around here. I could fucking put hashtag weed balling on that motherfucker. Fuck. It's always laying around. But now, I can't find it. Oh yeah, I just got this new hoodie. Check out this cool ass hoodie, y'all. I gotta show you this. It's pretty cool. Fucking OG shit. Hell yeah. Cheech. What y'all know about that? Yeah, I grew up on that shit. I think everybody grew up on Cheech and Chong, man. It was like your first weed movie, man. It was fucking Cheech and Chong. Like they were doing this shit, back in the 70s, man. It's actually where Pee Wee Herman's debut was, when he was doing coke under the table with them. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool, man. But obviously I don't need it now because it's summertime. But if fall comes around, I'll be rocking that bitch. That, and then I got my little Misfits hoodie I got from Temu. My Temu Misfits outfit. I have the fucking shirt. Well, this one's official. But I got the Temu. I got the Temu version too, with complete with the hoodie and the motherfucking shorts. Hell yeah. I think I paid what, like $20 for the whole fit. It's less than $20. In like a 6X. What's funny is when you think they're doing their sizes, and you order like a 6X, and they actually send you one it's a fucking 6X. You know, instead of getting like an extra large or a 2X. You know. Yeah. Oh my god. Dude. Holy fuck. Dude, I'm having way too much fun, man. This is just. Yeah. This is fucking awesome. Having an amazing time. I'm fucking tripping balls and just feeling amazing right now. And I'm just in my head, you know, as you guys can see and hear. Because we've been inside my head this whole entire time. This has just been me talking to myself. Just talking loud, just letting my brain come out my mouth. And just recording myself. That's it. But I mean, dude, this shit's like really been, it really helped me therapeutically. Like, I'm telling you, man. I mean, if you've seen any, like, because this is my third attempt to make a channel. You know, don't want them shutting it down. So, this one's lasted the longest. The first one, I think it lasted like 2 months. I made 50 subs. And what happened was I put in to do a live. Then every time I put a video up, boop, strike. So if you want your channel to grow, don't start with the lives. It doesn't always work for you. Depending on your content. I mean, for me, it's wiser to build before I do a live. You know what I'm saying? I have to have the status first before. You know, I had to be monetized basically. And then I'd have to like really be like walk on some fucking eggshells. But I'll still have my videos archived. So you'll still be able to see. You know what I'm saying? Well, until they censor it to the point of, oh no. But it's like, yo, that shit was legal. It was legal at the time. You know what I'm saying? And I got one where I'm talking about the future, but yeah. Do. Yes, sir. Yeah, Misfits. My favorite Misfits song is probably London Dungeon. It's a pretty badass song. From the OG. You know, this whole time I was talking, I never looked at myself. So, it's one of the things that I have to keep from doing. But I am awful handsome, so it is hard to not look at myself. Well, that and the fact I'm recording, so that too. Oh my god. But yeah, um, and for now, I just basically choose to be single because I don't feel like I'm in a position right now to where, and I may never ever be, you know, may never be, you know, maybe just have a friend with benefits or something. That's, kind of where I've been, you know, just friends with benefits, hang out and chill, trip balls, whatever. And then, have some fun. Fucking, you go your way, I go my way. It's all cool. You know what I'm saying? Which I guess that's just because that's the societal norm. It's not really a relationship society right now. So I mean, there's not really any women that are taking relationships seriously, and even if they do, their standards are going to be so high that I would never meet them. I'm, you know, basically just accept me as I am, love me for who I am, don't try to change me, and I will love you and accept you as you are, and you don't try to change me. But, we're loyal to each other, that sort of thing. And that would be my condition, no cheating. I mean, it's okay to be yourself, but don't fuck around, that sort of thing. So, have fun, do you? Just stay loyal. That's all. you know, I'm doing that for you. That's all I want in return. Simple. It's all 50-50. You cover your side, I cover my side, kind of thing, man. I got me, you got you, we got each other. If something happens, I got you. So if something happens to me, you got me. As it should be. And I love you, accept you just the way you are. Unconditional love. And it's like that. So I guess you would say just, but I don't want to do like fucking weddings and all that crap. It's all marketing. That's, and the ring. No. Maybe get like a tattoo ring or something. That was hard to say with a straight face. That was pretty funny there. But yeah, but for the most part, I'm being real about it though. Not really the ring part. I'm joking about that, but it don't have to be some fucking expensive thing. It can be something that symbolizes our unity. It doesn't have to be expensive. That's the whole thing. It doesn't have to be a big fancy ass wedding. With fucking without. I mean, that's money that could be put towards, a home, mortgage on a home or some shit, or a lease to an apartment or something, whatever it is, however you're starting, it's good starter money. Why would you waste it on one big extravagant day, expensive everything, Why can't it be just simple, That's, we don't even have to have fucking, I mean, I guess I could dress fancy and you can too. Oh my god. And that's why I will always be single. Um, just, friends with benefits, or maybe have, you know, little girlfriend for a while, whatever. And then I'm loyal to her. I don't, you know, but that's not ever. I don't think it's ever been reciprocated. Like they don't, they cheat like motherfuckers, and then lie to your face about it. Um, and especially, I had her actually caught the bitch. I mean, I seen it with my own fucking eyes, and she was still saying it didn't happen. Like, bitch, the fuck? I saw you with the motherfucker. He was inside me, bitch. And you gonna tell me I didn't see that? Come on, get the fuck out of here. It wasn't what it looked like. Bitch. Yeah, come home early from work. Oh my god. That's funny. But yeah. An hour early from work, and surprise. And how long has this been going on? And I didn't know. And then how many times did I go up inside her after this motherfucker? Like the fuck. You know? Like that's the kind of shit that, you know, it fucks with you. And then to think this is the bed that I'm fucking paying for. Man, no fuck. I bought the bed, I paid for the sheets on that motherfucker, and I slept in the sheets on the after. Like, huh? How many times was I rolling around with somebody else's nut? Like, what the fuck? I didn't even fucking know it. Got this man's dry semen on me. I'm fucking all. The fuck? Hell no. Fuck that. Oh my god. But it seems like loyalty is a thing of the past. There's no loyalty anymore. It's all about infidelity and cheating, and like every big show and every like influencers out there, they cheat on so and so, ooh, the gossip, and that's what it's all about. Like if you can create your own little drama, that's great, but no, I don't want to take the relationship seriously, But see, I'm more of a let's do this kind of thing. I'm not, I'm old fashioned as fuck when it comes to that. And I don't expect you to cook and clean and shit. Hell, I'll do the cooking and the cleaning. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I can do that shit. I'm down. I can cook like a motherfucker. Hell yeah. Breakfast is motherfucking shit. Mean ass omelet. Yeah, I got you. Hell yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Wake up and the house is clean and shit. Breakfast. Yeah. Yeah, if you look around this room, you wouldn't be able to tell. But if I had my own space, like it's just because I'm kind of cramped right here in this little space kind of thing for now. Until I can do better, But the future's looking bright. I'm not even worried about the future. I'm just living in now and enjoying now. For now, all my needs are met. I'm good. I got me. I'm not worried about anything. you know, you know. So I'd say it's a pretty good position to be in. I'm single. I don't have any kids. I don't have to have any responsibilities really. You know, so yeah, works out pretty good. And I'm kind of my own boss. You know, so that helps. And it's all just, legal under the table hustling. And it's not under the table in like some secret illegal kind of way. It's all, I buy, sell, trade. That's the way to go. You could make more money on that than drugs. As long as you know what you're looking for. You can find that one, holy grail of collectibles, like that's what I specialize in is collectibles. That's what I know, so, and I love the thrill of the hunt, so that's always fun, so, yeah, flea markets, dude, shit, that's the way to go. Yeah. I'd say if you live in paycheck to paycheck, which for me, I know everybody, kind of thing at the flea market, so I know who to go to. If I find something outside, I can basically know what it's worth. Not necessarily, I'll know its value, but I also know how much I can get for it, immediately because I know who will buy it and how much they'll pay for it, shit like that, so I can easily make it quick. Be there like in 30 minutes, then made $100, like easy, just quick, and all completely legal, like nothing illegal happened, unless maybe the person stole the item, which I don't know if that's the case, but I don't think it ever is. I know who to deal with. I don't really fuck with the shady people, and I know who buys what and how much they pay for it, so I know who I can go to. So, see a quick flip. And it's somebody out there racing. Yep. Which I guess that road is clear. Was it 10? Yeah, it's about 11. So yeah, the road would be pretty clear this time. North Carolina. This is kind of a bed early town. So which is cool. It's I kind of like it. A little laid back, quiet. Nobody fucking with you. You ain't gotta worry about no bullshit. You just chillin'. And I can walk to my nearest store. There's like a whole, I can go to Walmart, I can go anywhere within walking distance. All those little places. So if I need to go anywhere, I can walk. I got 2 legs, so that's the way I like it. And you know what? That's going to be a thing because they're going to have the 15-minute cities. And even then, lazy motherfuckers are still going to be like not even using their legs. Basically, it's gonna be like the little what's that Disney movie with the little robot Wally? That's what we're looking at. That's what it's gonna be for a while. Just dumb people just locked into their phones with these things that's automatically moving them around, just overweight, you know, with your AI girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. Yeah, living in your own little world, your own little bubble, your own little reality that you're in. And it's all AI generated, 3D printed. Fucking. Yeah. That's the future. The whole. Every human isolated in their own little world. Not oblivious to what's going on around them. And we're already heading that way. But that's what the basic, And eventually, you just fucking put you in a coma and fucking, hook you up to a bunch of tubes and just send you off to La La Land. And, have you in, Matrix. But yeah, but that's all. If you look at they tell you in the movies, man. But I would say, so basically, well, we already know that the Matrix is pre-Terminator, right? That's the prequel to the Terminator franchise. The Matrix came first, and that was the revolution and all the fights and kind of, to regain control of the revolution. Viva la revolution. But yeah, so so yeah, that sort of thing. I don't know where I was going with that. I forgot. I am losing my train of thought. Maybe I'm getting a little too high. Or am I? I might need to put that down. I think it will. I'll put it down. What I need to do is, because I'm like, if it's in my hand or if it's near me, so I'm going to switch it up. I got the THC. This is nicotine, so we'll switch to this. There we go. So I'm getting myself like too high. Not really. Because I could, me, I could go way out there. I've astral projected before. Like, so high astral projected. Like, the fuck? Like, yeah. Oh my god. And that was actually recently, wasn't it? And not in a like, oh no, I died. No, it was, I left my body. I was like, holy shit. And then it was like, oh wow, this is a little cheat code. I learned some cheat codes, like a little combination. I was like, holy shit, cool. So now I know. So yeah. And it's all legal. That's the great thing about it. And that's where I'm trying to be nowadays. I'm trying to stay on the legal side of things. Staying out of the radar. I'm older, so so I do appreciate my local smoke shops. So shout out to Karma Culture. Love you guys. And of course TGI Hemp. That's where I get most of the stuff that is between those two places. try to support my local business kind of thing, I guess. So yeah, shout out to you guys. So whoop whoop. Yeah. And you already know I'm a motherfucking juggalo. Whoop whoop. Nah. Yeah. Dude, I am fucking. Yes. Right? Holy shit. Right now I'm floating just in outer space, just enjoying the moment. You know, just kind of taking everything in, you know, the visuals, you know, and seeing the, you know, the difference. Yeah. Mm. Oh, yeah. 9 mushroom tabs later, and here we are. I guess what would it be, 9 mushroom tabs ago? And now here we are. So now, I still haven't watched the Naked Gun movie yet. I heard it was actually funny. I thought it was just gonna be a like shameless plug. I mean, like, you know, just using the name, like they did with the last few scary movies. They just used the name from two of the writers of Scary Movie comes Scary Movie 5. And you're like, what the fuck? What happened to the other writers? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Oh man. But yeah, sometimes you can just do things to death. You just have to let sleeping dogs lie. Sometimes. But, you know, you gotta try and milk it. But usually what happens when they milk it the last time, they kind of backfires on them. Because in that point, they're probably kind of desperate anyway. So they're like, let me squeeze this shit out real quick. You know, try to make a few bucks off the name. And then people are like, oh, we see through it. No, we're not even going to go watch that bullshit. And you're like, fuck. And then it becomes a cult classic. And then we're watching watching on DVD, fucking VHSs and shit. Watching the movies on the internet for free. And they come out the same fucking, almost the same day the fucking movie is released in theaters. Oh yeah, I watched Toxic Avenger. I watched that. Um, I think Monday. Yeah, Monday. Um, so it wasn't bad. You know, it was kind of corny, which was to be expected. Of course, they're kind of doing that on purpose. That which was kind of charming. Um, and the gore was hilarious. Just the scenes, like he hits him with the fucking mop and takes his fucking jaw off like instantly. It's like fucking hilarious. And then the other time he takes the guy's head off and shit, it's funny. It's got like a lot of little gory scenes. They, you know, they tried. It doesn't. It's still not as good as the originals, of course. Obviously, those are just so badly done. It's great and it's nostalgic, but it was still nostalgic to see the name. That was still cool. It brought me back to that time because I grew up on the movies like in the 80s. I was an 80s kid. Are you kidding me? I loved the fucking Toxic Avenger movies. They were really bad looking back on it, but as a kid, I mean, come on. That was the shit. So just seeing that name, that's what brought it back. And the comic books too. I had the comic books and all that shit. So yeah, so it was cool to revisit the nostalgic part of it. Oh yeah. Then I got me a new cup just in time for Halloween. Look at that. Oh yeah. Then it has Chucky on the inside. So let me show you. Pretty cool. Oh yeah. Nice little coffee cup. Break it in the morning. Have me a nice cup of coffee. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool and it was nice and affordable. So I said, yeah, I get that. I'll take it. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh yeah, and always check your Walmart clearance section. You never know what you're gonna cross. Like, check this out. Got me a Stranger Things shirt. You know how much I paid for that bitch? $1. It was like in the clearance section. And it's in my size. That's the surprising part. Usually when they have these shirts, they're like small, medium, large. But yeah, to have it in the extra large for $1 is like, okay, it's destiny. It was meant to be mine. I'll take it. So you'll see me rocking a $1 Stranger Things shirt. Whenever I decide to open this thing, it just looks like no matter how I open it, it's just gonna damage the packaging, which I don't want to do. Because I do like the box. It's kind of cool, which doesn't really matter. It's just gonna be waste anyway, right? But I don't know. I just want to kind of preserve it. For now. I guess because it has potential resale value. I mean, it's like a $12 shirt. Paid $1. I mean, it's a good example of a way to legally hustle. Because, I could sell that for $10. Easy. 10, $11. Somebody buy it, Because, I mean, it's got the retail was what, $12.98 was how much it was. So I could easily take that and turn it into $10, $12 real quick. I mean, it's sealed, it's in the box, it's an extra large, which is a very common size. No offense, I'm an extra large. I used to weigh 300 pounds, so I've lost the weight, but I've kind of been, that winter weight's coming in, but and it's not even winter. It's trying to come back, so I gotta get back on track. That is what I need to do. Uh, oh, check this. I got this little guy. Fucking Bart, man. Dude, I was like, oh yeah. Actually, got him in the clearance section at Walmart. Actually, about the same time. So it's pretty cool. Actually, I got him like probably a month ago. But yeah, so pretty cool. Yeah, always find those deals, check it out, man. You know. Now I found a Beavis and Butthead shirt for I think it was $3 in Walmart clearance section. So pretty cool. Yeah, that's one thing I always check the clearance section is because you can easily, turn that into, a profit. Buy a shirt for $1, make 10. Sounds like a plan. Shit. Of course, you have to factor in the waiting, for somebody to want it. But if you know who to turn to, you can maybe sell it at 50% rate to somebody else, to someone like, so they can take it and turn it into money too. Everybody wins. You make money, the other person makes money. And if customers are satisfied because they got their product that they received. So there you go. And you feel good because you was able to provide said customer with the item. Which you can't really do when you're working with a retailer. Well, for me, it's hard to do. I mean, I'm me 100% of the time. uh, can't make this shit up. Okay, so I applied to work at Waffle House. Okay, I mean, so you do the training part. Okay, so you watch the videos and shit. You can actually watch those on YouTube. They're fucking hilarious. And Papa Meat, shout out to you, brother. I'm subscribed, by the way. To you, Papa Meat. So shout out, brother. I love your content. Absolutely fucking hilarious. I watch everyone. And I am a subscriber. um, but yeah, but he does the Waffle House, dude. Absolutely hilarious. I love it. He does the Waffle House one. But yeah, it just, yeah. I can totally relate because I was there. I went through that interview process and watched the videos and everything, and you get paid for your time. So I mean, that alone makes it worth applying. I mean, even if you don't get a job, you get paid for the 4 days you're there or whatever. You're gonna get 4 or 5 days. So you're basically guaranteed something, for your time. Which I probably shouldn't have said that because now a lot of people are going to be applying for Waffle House. Yeah, I just revealed some shit. Yeah. Yeah, but they pay you for your training and shit. Basically, you watch videos, you fill out the application, all that shit. I mean, well, after you fill out the application, you turn it in and everything. You know, so. And then, of course, you get out there on the field, and you try to do it. You apply for like the server job or something. But yeah, you don't want to apply to be the cook. Just like a server. You just apply to be a server. And then they'll have you practice with, you'll try. I think you try the first day and you see how, they kind of tell you, and they tell you the marks and all that shit. And you have to shout the shit out. Me, I'm mumbling, I'm high as shit, trying to fucking not laugh at the stupidity of it, man. I mean, I'm not, it's just, I just have trouble, I've always had trouble, like, conforming. It's just hard to take things seriously, especially when you know that you're in a fucking simulation, but you're surrounded by fucking NPCs. No offense to anyone, but I'm just saying, like, when I say NPC, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I just mean like you're lost. You don't know. You're unaware. You're just lost in your reality, and you're not really sure. And you're just relying on media and um, you know the latest trends and all this kind of shit. You just kind of fall in line and you become an NPC. Um, Me, I'm just me. I do me. I like to do my mushrooms. I like to smoke my weed, and I've always been that way. So I'll always be Stony. Stony suck. Stony for short, of course. Be it. Oh damn, I'm feeling pretty damn good in the neighborhood. Like a high pie. Yeah. I mean, dude, I'm like fucking floating right now. Oh, man. When I tell you, I am tripping balls. I am tripping balls, right? Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. So yeah, man. Damn. Okay. Okay. It's been over 3 hours for sure. It's been like more like 3.5 hours. Uh, and the onset was only like 20 minutes. So It doesn't take long. It don't even really take that. I started feeling it about, somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes in. I started to feel something. And then about 25 minutes, 30 minutes in, I really, started feeling it's like, holy shit. I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be fun. Hell yeah. So yeah. Yeah, man, what a great ride, man. I had an awesome time, and I know you guys did. Had to, you know. Thought I was going to end it. Yeah. I can keep it going. You already know I can. I can talk to my fucking mouth all like I say, it's just basically my brain's coming out of my mouth. What I say is what I'm thinking. And it comes right on out. There's no filter. So, you know, but it's fun because you learn a lot. You know, and I have an amazing time every time. I have so much fun. Um, Even the bad trips, they sucked for a while, but having that experience and then you know getting through it was so either way. But for me, I mean, if you watch any of my videos, I always have a great time. And I get inside my head and I spew out whatever hits my brain. So it's fun. I really enjoy it. And since it's my channel, I can be me. How awesome is that, right? I can be myself. I don't need a script or any of that shit. Fuck that. I don't need one. I would just be me. Fucking talk. Yeah. But yeah. So this is gonna be a fire ass video, man. For real. I mean, right at the beginning, like holy shit. Like I was on that AI tangent. I mean, kind of reflecting now because it's coming down a little bit. I mean, I'm still, and you know me, I can keep it going, but you know, kind of at the winding down stage. I guess what is it like? Probably 12. I don't know. I don't know what time it is. Who cares? Time is a concept. It's not even real time. It's fucking simulated time. There's actually 13 months. April is supposed to be the first month. December is the 10th month. So, Desi. October. October. What's that? 8. Come on, man. And there's supposed to only be 7 days a week, 28 days a month. Every month, 28 days. Boom, 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 boom. And it adds up to a whole year with 13. So, I wonder if the clocks, I wonder if they took I just thought about that. What if there's 13 instead of 12? And why they try to demonize 13 like it was an unlucky number. Ooh, Friday the 13th. You know? To kind of, every time you think of 13, it's, ooh, But 12, makes sense, right? 13 is just kind of an odd, it's an odd number. It's not even like 12. So, so it made more sense for the Gregorian calendar. So, yeah. So, who knows what year we're really in? It's actually not 2025. It's probably an earlier time. I don't know how many. I couldn't tell you. I'm not going to do the math right now. Might need to, though. That'd be nice to know if it was 13 instead of, like it's supposed to be for, I guess, since the beginning of time. What year would it really be? I guess I could ask, AI or some shit. But I try to avoid any, I don't use AI at all. I hate those commercials where they show the people are like, hey, Gemini, how do I do this? How do I do that? Come on now. You can just Google it. I mean, you can say it in Google and look at this shit up. It's just, but and before that, I mean, shit, we had fucking encyclopedias and shit like that. You had the library, books, shit. I'm from that generation. I grew up on books. How many people remember reading books? That's how fucking old I am. I read books growing up. Went to the library and checked out books. And fucking cassette tapes. And motherfucking CDs and shit. And I remember getting the Stephen King cassette audio book. And it was the one, I can't remember the name of it, but it was one that had like a bunch of stories, like short stories. But yeah. And then you had like the Ray Bradbury cassette tapes. They had those at the library, so I checked those out. Those are really cool. The old radio shows and shit like that. So, and so I was already like, as a kid, like I loved shit like that. I nerded out and stuff like that before it was even cool to be a nerd. But, as a rock guy too, so. And cool with everybody. I've always been just chill and me, I've always been this way, but now I'm more improved, I guess. Because I'm straight up. No bullshit. I've always been straight up, So, I've maintained, holy fuck, dude. My God. So still going. Still going. Going. Holy shit. You can step back outside. Go smoke a cigarette, you know. Kind of catching some night here and see where the drones are right now. Yeah, I'll tell a few times the motherfuckers in the yard. Like, the fuck? What are you doing in the backyard, motherfucker? You know? Shit ain't cool. Yeah. I'm probably not the only one. But yeah, it's just in North Carolina. It's been happening lately. I've been seeing that. Hopefully it's not some asshole or something. And it's actually like, I don't know which would be better. You know, I think being in government be a good thing. You know, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Gonna take a piss and look up at the sky and act like I'm not taking a piss. Yeah. Just looking at the drone. It's probably zooming in on my cock now I'm pissing. Like, look at this guy pissing. Like, okay, buddy, I'm in my backyard, so it's legal. You can't stop me. It's not for gratification, it's for really. I don't know, it's fucking. I'm not even touching my dick right now. As you can see, I'm holding the phone and smoking this. That's how good I am. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Shake my cock at the drones. Yeah, there's really some drones though. You see it, right? I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, right there. Like, I'm not bullshitting you. Yeah, check out the moon. It was over there, up higher. But it's moved quite a bit. I do see the hexagonal pattern. I see it right now. I'm looking right at the whole sky. It's like the whole thing. Like I said, geometric. Holy fuck. Oh man. I don't know, I feel like the earth is real. You know? But it seems like everything else seems to be artificial. I mean, You can't trust the sky these days. Because the shit's not even real. It's so pretty. It's a projection. I mean, you probably can't even see it. I got a shitty Android phone, so I don't do Apple. Fuck Apple. I'm a conspiracy theorist through and through. I mean, I'm getting same thing, but I don't know. It's just more expensive. It's not like really a, I just need it for what I'm doing now, recording, and I don't really use it for. I'll use it for music. I'll use it for, a little survival thing for you guys. Get you an SD card and load that bitch with all of your favorite songs, all your favorite albums and artists and shit, right? And keep it. Store that shit. That way, if something happens, you lose the internet, you got all that shit. You can do the same thing with your favorite movies, your favorite music videos, like all that shit. Even your favorite porn if you want. I mean, if that's your thing, if that's what you want. That way, if something happens, like there's a big, web, all the internet goes, bam, you got something to entertain you. And get you some offline games too. That's another good thing. I have some old phones with games still on them that I can play to this day, because I just kept them on the phone, just the free to download ones. And you just keep them on there. I mean, just the ones that you download, and you can play them offline. That way it doesn't matter. I found an RPG game that was like that. That was really cool. It had like that old school SNES flavor. Turn-based RPG, like some Final Fantasy type shit. Pretty cool. Dragon something. I can't remember the name of it right now. That was a really fun game. It was free and you could play it offline. You didn't have to have money or anything. You just could play it. And it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I don't have that phone anymore, that's why. But I don't even think you can download anymore. And then, it's the certain type of phone that you have to have and shit. So it was a fun game. I don't think you can even download it on the newer phones. I don't think. I think I tried. Maybe. I don't have to try it. I find I'm gonna let you guys know the game. It's really cool. It's fun. Is it Dragon Sword or something like that? It's Dragon something. Anyway, I'm not gonna waste my time with it, but something like that was a game that I found. And I found a few little games where you had to sneak around and shit, like some, I've always liked, then that shit made me jump the AC, but I wasn't expecting to get kicked like that right then. That was funny. It made me lose my train of thoughts, which my brain is everywhere right now, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not really saying anything important, just talking. I just thought, I guess to the naked eye, it looks like I might be talking to somebody on the phone, FaceTime, which is the feel I'm going for anyway. So it's not really. It works out that way. So that's what I'm going for. I want to feel like you're FaceTiming with your homie, and I'm tripping balls, and you're chilling with me. You're kind of trip sitting me, I guess, or I can trip sit you. You could actually use my video as probably a guide. If you want to. Kind of help you ease into the process. You know what to expect. You know what the experience may possibly be, right? I guess each person is different, and then there's weight too. I'm like 210, 212 pounds. So there's things like that you have to factor in. So you see this shit? I'm just always smoking something. So yeah, I gotta put that down. I just walked in from smoking a cigarette, and I instantly hit a vape. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Holy shit, man. I need to take a drink of something because I am having some cut mouth. My mouth is dry as fuck. I wonder why. Gee. What could it be? Oh my god. Oh yeah. Dude, I'm having so much fun. Which I always do. I had one where I was tweaking and geeking. I can't remember which one it was. Hopefully I still have it because I may have accidentally deleted it because I was trying to transfer it. If so, man, it's hilarious, man. You gotta watch fucking. I'm like fucking paranoid shit. Yeah, it's funny. It kind of took me back to the old days. I was like, dude, this is like too real. I was having a little, it's like a crack flashback. Hey, this is new. Oh, dude, I am on fire, dude. Okay, we got hashtag weed balling, which is when you smoking on a hybrid, right? And now we got a crack flashback. That's funny. Having crack flashbacks. Oh my god, dude. That's funny. I love it. So there we go. Hashtag crack flashback. So we got 2 hashtags in this bitch. I gotta remember that, man. I gotta fucking write it down. Where the fuck is my notebook? I have a fucking notebook. I write down my ideas. I write down lyrics, and it's what it's for. And I have no idea where it is. The fuck? Where did I put it? It's buried somewhere in here. But yeah, it's just, my little space here. It's pretty compact. But, I have a lot of fucking clothes. I love t-shirts. And as you can probably tell by my, I'm a t-shirt guy. I collect them, but I wear them. So I wear them fucking out. So, oh, dude, I gotta show you this one. Oh, vintage. I'm gonna be rocking this motherfucker. Check this out. Holy shit. Look at that. That shit is fire, bro. Holy fuck. Look at that, man. Original fucking. Some 90s shit, bro. Original 90s fucking. Are you kidding me? I'm rocking that bitch. I'm probably gonna fuck it up, but who cares? It's gonna look good on me. Shit. Rock that with the camos. Come on. With some camo shorts. With the cargo shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna look fresh. Fresh. Which, you know, give me a fucking. I used to have a chain. Fucking Hatchet Man chain. I don't need all that though. It's all good. I don't really do the jewelry. It's never really been a thing for me. I've rocked a chain before. I used to have a fucking Hatchet Man chain and shit. That was it. Back when I was like, like super juggalo type shit. But you already know. I'm gonna be down. Down with the clown till I'm dead in the ground. Whoop whoop. You already know I'm a juggalo. And if you didn't know, now you know. Motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah, the 90s, man, come on, man. They were just like, yeah, comedy rap kind of thing. It was kind of, like, shock, well, like comedy shock rap, wicked clowns, and then, I remember Killer Clowns from Outer Space, come on, dude, so, and then, of course, It, come on. So, yeah, so the whole hard clown rapper thing, was cool at the time. Looking back, some very corny lyrics, but some of it was fire, like "Fuck the World." Come on, man, that was fucking, and of course, homies, obviously, everybody, and Hocus Pocus Jocus. But yeah, they've come out with some whack shit. There's some of the new stuff's kind of whack. I'm not gonna lie. Still love you guys though, Vonjay, Shaggy, Judo. Hell, I still listen to Twisted. Fucking yeah, Twisted. The first two albums, yeah. Those were Most Tasteless and Freak Show. Come on. Those were fucking some good ass albums, man. I loved them. It's very nostalgic because I remember, as a teen and fucking listening to that. Smoke too many cigarettes and get high too much. Don't work enough. Shit is too rough. I can give a fuck. Let's up the whole world blow up. Blow up. Gang signs. People throw up. I'm too fed up to keep my head up. So I let it drag. Can't afford a belt, so my pants sag. Yeah. That's some shit. So yeah, it has a nostalgic aspect to it for me now. Like the early stuff, the Joker's cards, fucking, the Eminem diss. I mean, it's classic, you know. Slim anus. Yeah, yeah, I remember that and actually made it to the radio. I was like, holy shit. 'Cause, you know, you never heard, you know, ICP on the radio, like music. So that one was like, they're like, it was like major, like, that was probably their biggest, most listened song to date, probably. I would probably say that one and probably, um, the Ned game. They're probably like tied with each other. That one in Peak probably, you know, I'd say Piggy Pie is probably somewhere in there. Um, Hocus Pocus is my shit. And Voodoo, or the full magic. But such corny lyrics. Turned his head to a lima bean and then flicked it off his shoulder. Like, oh, okay. How many times? How many times will you honk your horn and say, fuck you? You know, what the fuck does that do? You feel better now? I didn't let you pass. Why don't I stop my car and beat your fucking ass? Fucking classic, bro. Come on, man. I was robbing liquor stores when you was just a nut stain in your mama's drawers. Bars, man. Like some classic lyrics, man. Oh yeah. But yeah. But you know, I love the Dre album too, man. You know, shit. I was, you know, I grew up on it. That was my first, you know, fucking Chronic and Doggy Style. Come on. And then Ice Cube with Predator, with the Predator album. Wu Tang, 36 Chambers. I'm from that generation, the 90s. There's a lot of the nice MF Doom. Fucking Onyx and fucking Tech Nine. Like, yep, Pac and Biggie, of course. You know, fucking DMX, Mystical. You know, I never really got into No Limit like that. I liked Mystical, but that was about, you know, as far as the music goes. I just liked the way he rapped. You know. 30 motherfucking years. Dang. I liked the Smoking Herb one. Was it still Smoking Herb? My lips get burnt, my eyes hurt. What was it? Let's see. My lips. My fingertips bled, my lips getting burnt, my eyes are halfway open, and I'm choking. But bitch, I'm still smoking. And you already know, man, I was a bone. I love this bone Thug Harvey. It's 1999. Yeah, dude, I had the fucking cassette tapes of this shit. Like, that's how old my ass is. I had cassette tapes. I had little Sony Walkman. The motherfucking yellow one with the, that was, waterproof. Me walking down the street with that motherfucker playing. Metallica, fucking. Megadeth. Countdown to extinction. Hello, me. Meet the real man. Gives me a migraine headache to get down to your level. Of course, Slayer. You already know. Fucking Anthrax. Got time to take it in my head. Take it in my head. But no, the one that I really liked, of course, was the one they did with Public Enemy. Bring the noise. Yeah. And I always love me some good old punk rock, man. Sex Pistols, fucking NoFX, Offspring, even the pop punk like Green Day. You know, I used to know Dookie by heart. You know, that whole fucking album. I used to wear it out. I had the cassette tape. You know, and then I got the CD of the second album. I joined the BMG Music Club, and then you had Columbia House. That was the one where you have the little ad where you tape a penny to it, and you could pick out like 12 CDs. It was crazy. You just tape a penny to the thing, and they'd send you 12 CDs. And you just check, bill me later. And you just never pay them. And when they kind of, you just be like, I never received it. And then they just send you another one. So then you have 2 copies of some shit. And they had DVD clubs like that too. I did the same thing. Fucking Time Life. Forget about it. I'd always have the first book. The first volume. Like Civil War Volume 1. But never Volume 2, 3, 4, 5. It was like 10 volumes or some shit. I got the Beavis and Butthead ones. That's how I got those Time Life ones. I had those. You know, I ordered those. I was like, immediately, I was like, I had the VHSs of those bitches. Yeah, it was back in the VHS days, so I had those on VHS. I ordered them. And, God. Fucking magazine mail order shit, man. I'd order magazine subscriptions, get the first few issues and shit. Then I had the ones that came with CDs, like you had CMJ New Music Monthly. So you get like a CD with like 20 tracks on that motherfucker, like different artists. And then you read about them in the, you know, you had about the albums and everything and the song. You get to hear the song. So it was pretty cool. It was a great way to discover new music in the so It was pretty cool magazine. Would like to find some back issues of that. It'd be a nice little nostalgic throwback. That'd be cool to have just for that. CMJ, New Music Monthly. Yeah, I used to have a CD with it every month, and that's the one I used to subscribe to all the time. And then I had these different names and shit. I think I'm confessing to mail fraud, okay? I might need to shut the fuck up. I just realized what I'm doing. But yeah, those were the days, man. And I was just a young kid. I was a teenager. But, I did it until I could do it no more, so. Like, every time, and I moved a lot, so every time I get a new address, BMJ, Columbia House. Time Life. I like the first volume of Beverly Hillbillies on VHS, and none of the others. Fucking Bonanza. Or you have the first, or you could get like I remember having the first episode of Little House on the Prairie, just because, VHS. I had like that. I had the first episode, Gunsmoke. Fucking, yeah. Because they'd seen you the first one. And sometimes they'd seen you the second one. So you get like the first volume or two on some of them. But for the most part, you just get that one, and they're like, okay, he's not paying. God, simpler times, right? Which now people are still kind of doing that. They're just saying, "Oh, I didn't get my order," which is, which is okay with like the bigger businesses, but like with your local, like someone like me, don't do that. It's not nice. That's how I make a living. So, and I'm doing you right. I'm sending you what you ordered, everything. So, But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I feel. As you can see, I'm starting to calming down. This is how I do. I like to wind down. Dude, that was great. So much fun. I really, truly enjoyed myself, and I hope you guys did too, for sure. Pretty sure you did. Yeah, it was fun. And it was educational, informational, and I guess for science, they can use my videos for scientific purposes as well, to observe someone who is using these products and using it, I would say, in a correct way. Not the way, but I think it's in a good way. It's in my way, and it works really well. But I wouldn't recommend everybody do it that way. You know what I'm saying? I can't really, Basically, it's mainly so you get to see the results, like what happened, like how am I feeling? Is it worth a try for yourself? And I would never recommend anyone do the amount that I do. I do a larger amount so you can see like whatever the maximum effect would be. And basically you would probably feel that same way that I feel, because I'm a seasoned veteran. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I've been, psilocybin and acid and fucking, I've basically done it all. I've been down the rabbit hole. I've been in, in the tunnel and shit. I mean, I've had all those. So, yeah. So this right here, you know what I'm saying? Like it's great. I enjoy it, and it gets it right where it needs to be, and it's pretty awesome. Um, I like it. Um, I'm glad that it's legal. They need to legalize psilocybin. I think that would be awesome. Um, I mean, it's not a drug. It's a it's fungi. We're a fungi. I mean, come on. So, it grows naturally. That's not a drug. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess you could probably grow. I guess you could say it about. I guess you could say the same about cocaine or but there's stuff added to it you know what I'm saying? It's not. And if you got it pure, oh man, yeah. Put that down. Constantly trying to smoke. Wow. Yeah. I feel amazing. Um, what a ride. Holy shit, it was fun. We went through we explored a lot of thought. That was awesome. Analyzed the future, with AI and stuff, where it's headed. So that was pretty cool. Especially with the depth that I was able to go into. Holy shit. What the hell? There's like maybe a signal or something. Like it was. I don't know. But it's like it affected my hearing dramatically. But it was like not like really, but like maybe like a signal or something. That was weird. That's not okay. Yeah, I was about to end the video, and then that happened. Okay. Yeah. That was just out of random and out of fucking nowhere. That's got my conspiracy theory mind racing. Like, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to hack into my brain? Or are they hacking into my brain? Did they just download some information? Or, there's I don't know. Because it didn't feel like I was receiving anything. It was more like I don't know. you know? It's more like it was blocking something. I don't know. Yeah, that was very strange. I mean, I don't know, it felt like it was like maybe a signal or something. I don't know, like, not like, I don't know. It just felt weird. Not like a normal kind of, you know, I can't really describe it, really. I guess I did, kind of. I guess you saw it for yourself. It was kind of. No, I'm still talking about this because I'm still kind of recovering from it. I still don't have the full sound of my ear back. And that was crazy. Because, I mean, it's never happened before, you know. It's not something that normally I would, like, tripping balls or anything like that. I haven't had it happen. You know, I guess let me know in the comments if it's ever happened to you. I mean, to be fair, it's a large amount. Which normally with Wonderlands, normally when I do Wonderlands, I do about 8 to 10. Uh, Normally, if I do it, happy dots. And I'd say the silly dots. I really like those. Those are really good. And I usually do the heroic dose, which is like 3 tabs, which is 1,800 milligrams each. So what's that, like 5.6? I might have that wrong. It's at least 5 grams. It's either 5 grams or more. What is 1/8? 1/8, 1/8. 1/8 times 3. So that's 4.6? 5, 7. Oh, it's like 6, right? Is that 6? Holy shit. No wonder. Makes sense. Because, yeah, 6 would be like the minimum. But, like, the Day Tripper gummies, those are really good, too. I've had people actually ask me, what, my favorites are. So, I really like these, the Happy Dots, the Wonderlands. These right here. As you can see, I got it on reserve right there, baby. Oh, that one right there is definitely a favorite. Yeah. The Day Tripper tabs. Basically, tabs are really good. I'm a huge fan of the Miss Molly Q. I tried that. I made a video, so I will release it. That was fucking absolutely amazing. It was another great trip. It was actually more intense than this one was. This one wasn't really. This one was very chill. It was in my head. This one was very. It was awesome. I loved it. Absolutely great. And I'm still loving it because I'm still feeling it. I'm just, I'm never like calm down. I'm always, but for me, I guess I'm calming down. My talkative self. Yeah. But that's why it's called Sonny the Psychonaut. Because it's me. So naturally I would be the one talking. Man. Gosh. Yeah, but yeah, dude, I feel so chill and so relaxed. So, and now you know my secret. But it's not really a secret. I mean, everybody fucking knows. So, I mean, and everybody's cool with it, man, you know. I don't harm nobody. I don't hurt nobody. I'm just chill in my little bubble, having fun. Not hurting no one, you know. In fact, I'm helping myself because this is definitely very therapeutic. It's very thought provoking. It's overall, yeah. And I had an absolutely amazing time, like I always do. I always have fun. So, yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I know you did. You were definitely entertained. I mean, if you made it this far, I mean, then I guess I'm doing something right. And if I am, give me a like, man. Like, give me, hit the like button. Let me know if you like my content. You know, you can comment. I will respond. You know, or at least give you a like on your comment. You know, um, but I'll definitely respond. But yeah, man. And if you haven't already become a fellow psychonaut, you know, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. Become a fellow psychonaut. So, yeah. So, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my trip. And on that, I'm going to end the video. And you already know this is Stony the Psychonaut saying, till next time, stay stoned, my friends. Stay stoned. You already know I will. Bye bye.